Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here, back with part three of my plans to empower South Africa. So, hope everyone's well wherever you are, and you checked out parts one and two. And I've been thinking of a few more ideas. So, anyway, I hope you like them, and please, as ever, in the comment section, please leave any comments you like about any ideas you have or whatever you want to say. So anyway, I can't think of much else to say in the intro. I think I've covered most of the points in parts 1 and 2 for the intros anyway. So yeah, here goes. Here's some more of my ideas. So number 21, I think that it would be great for people from South Africa, especially those of colour, or maybe just South Africans generally, maybe even in schools, to learn about the history of apartheid and use that history to encourage them to work together and empower each other, and use what white supremacists say about them or have said about them in the past to unite together, and to say, like, when white supremacists say that they're lazy or that they can't achieve things, to use that as inspiration to show them, to prove them wrong, a bit like dyslexic people could do, actually, ironically, perhaps. Yeah, to prove your haters, critics, doubters, and all that wrong by making South Africa become a country with very little crime, as little as possible, and with much production, and creating opportunities to encourage investments to go into South Africa. And I think it'd be great to encourage, as I said before, like just as under apartheid, people were encouraged not to invest in South Africa because of apartheid. I think it'd be great now to encourage more investment into South Africa, into businesses and things like that, to sort of make up for that history and what people went through, because people who have gone through bad times, I think it'd be great to support them. I think many people want to support those who've gone through bad times, so it could be an incentive, and especially for people of colour, but just generally as well. And if we donate to South Africa and support them as much as possible, invest in their country and things like that, Black and Asian and mixed race businesses supporting, and Native American even businesses investing in South Africa and that kind of thing. And maybe if South Africa does well, they can return the favour as well to Native Americans or whatever other group. But yeah, so learning from history and what other countries have shared history, like how Kenya and other countries helped, and even India, I think, helped South Africa when they were going through apartheid. Another thing is like to learn from the history of like how China and India and countries like that helped to grow their economies. Maybe people from China and India could talk about what they did to grow their economies. I think they already done that a little bit, but I think it'd be great to do that even more. And maybe South Africa itself could just look at examples. I'm sure you could find examples of how India grew their economy and what South Africa could learn from such to grow their own economy. But yeah, so basically learning from history and using that history to build unity, cooperation, togetherness, and all that. Well, that sort of goes hand in glove, and that sort of thing. Number 22, I think it'd be great to see South Africa making many things, becoming a manufacturing hub. Again, encouraging businesses like sportswear companies like Nike and Puma and Adidas and whoever else, and also banks and building societies. I don't know a huge amount about building societies, I've got to admit, but I think it would be ironic to use the term building society, to use that to say they're going to build South Africa's society by supporting entrepreneurs, supporting people with ideas, and things like that. I know there have already been projects where they use empty spaces which are derelict buildings to build things and create things. I think it'd be great to look at how they can feed the country and help each other, especially poorer people across South Africa, to get opportunities for jobs and improve their areas and things like that. And again, cut crime, cut corruption, and work together to empower each other. And again, prove white supremacists wrong and like compete with European or other such countries around the world. Number 23, again, I think it'd be great to donate to and fundraise for, as well as invest in South Africa. Again, businesses, Black, Asian, mixed race, Native American, other African or even Asian businesses to invest in South Africa. And again, like also sometimes just to give donations as well. When you donate, when you invest, it's normally to get something back. So businesses could do that, but also like sometimes even just giving donations to small businesses. Obviously, it's up to the individual if they want to do so, or individual organisations whether they want to do so or not. But I would certainly encourage people to do so, like NGOs and things like that, and maybe even governments, and encourage African governments generally to give all their young people, especially, excuse me, PCs, laptops, mobile phones, training equipment. Again, like things like where they can train in STEM and things like that, encouraging STEM in African classrooms, including South Africa, of course, especially. again, anyone who's against racism or prejudice or hatred, or especially white supremacy or things like that, I think should support South Africa, in my opinion, because, again, going back to apartheid, 24, I think it would be great to see as many people from South Africa as possible unite. Obviously, I imagine white supremacists or separatists are not going to, which is probably the same thing really, but are not going to want to support non-white South Africans. But other than that, I think even white South Africans, modern day ones who want to integrate, as well as Black, Asian, and mixed race people, especially, I think. I know there's lots of Afrikaners and so-called Boers and people like that who want to make their own areas like Oranje or places like that. Excuse me. But other than that, I'm sure that anyone who wants to integrate, and I think it'd be great to see them work together and create buildings where they have think tanks, both on and offline, where they can meet up as well and discuss business ideas, maybe even have cafes and places like that where they can build infrastructure for business, technology, and things like that. Again, research and S.T.E.M and things like that as well. Number 25, maybe even like include South Africa in Republic networks and international bodies like representation at the UN and places like that, where they can talk about the case for reparations. On that note, number 26, I hope to build a case for why countries like Holland and Britain and other countries which invaded South Africa at some point, or many European countries, why they, dare I say, owe South Africa because of what happened in apartheid. I know that many people from the West actually challenged apartheid, but I think that there was a lot of the people, even companies in the past, as I said before, like Barclays, and there are probably others as well, which supported apartheid. And I think now, if they want to show that they've revolutionized or changed how they were before, and challenge prejudice and what went on in the past, or make up for the past, I think it'd be great to see them invest and look at ways to sort of reparate them and, again, right those wrongs or help those people who have been through a lot, which I'm sure many people want to do. Number 27, I think it'd be great if South Africa made heroes of those who have contributed to economies and honour and acknowledge those who have helped the poor and created and just basically invested in young people and entrepreneurs, excuse me, and like BEE, Black Economic Empowerment, like acknowledge those who have supported such initiatives as much as possible, and whether that's politicians or businesses or banks or whatever could use it, they could use that for their PR. But yeah, I think it'd be great to have a list of the top people who have contributed to South Africa in some way, and again acknowledge them, which I think would help to encourage more people to do so. And of course, it's good to acknowledge people anyway who have helped you along the way. Number 28, I think again it will make up for a lot of negative things that happened historically. Excuse me, always seems to be going. Historically, under apartheid, I think it'd be great to see, as I say, making up for that history. So I hope these videos sort of encourage people to, especially people of colour, but people generally who want to help those who have been oppressed or wronged in some way, to invest in South Africa and donate to South Africa and things like that. So hopefully there'll be more investment in businesses, jobs, and creation and things like that, and just generally empowering people. Especially women and young people and disabled people and other disadvantaged people, just generally poorer people as well. Number 29, I especially hope to encourage my fellow mixed race people to support South Africa. Again, I think if you look at apartheid, it said that people of different backgrounds or colours, races and ethnicities or whatever shouldn't mingle or integrate together. And obviously that, I think that is in a way an attack on mixed race people in a way politically. So I think that's an incentive, or should be an incentive, for mixed race business people, investors, ideas people, or just generally mixed race people, even whoever can afford to donate to South Africa or support them in any way, to do so. Maybe even make videos like this of their own, which will probably be a lot better quality than mine, and maybe even donate some or all of the profit from those videos to South Africa. Make specific videos where the profits go to South Africa and things like that, crowdfunding, GoFundMe campaigns, which help, again, people of colour across South Africa. And number 30, again, I'd love to hear other people's ideas, and hopefully the committee or think tank will help all these ideas. Hopefully there'll be a committee or think tank set up which could help all these ideas, and also there'll be more ideas in the future. But yeah, hopefully South Africa will become a manufacturing hub and make lots of things and learn from countries around the world, like especially in Asia and Africa, maybe even America, and what they've done to achieve success, and look at what they can emulate, what they can put into practice. And I think being united would help them a lot more. So anyway, I am out. Peace and love.